starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, as the search continues for the person police believe killed Rhinelander's Hannah Miller now 3 weeks ago, folks in the Rhinelander community are looking for comfort. And this weekend, they came together to create a memorial in Miller's honor. Newswatch 12's Rachel Eiler gives us a look.
Whether you knew Hannah Miller or not, the city of Rhinelander is grieving her death together. And with a few thousand solo cups and a bit of spray paint, residents are making sure that her name and face live on in memory as they all wait for justice to be served.
We want you to see Hannah. We want you to see the face that's missing from the community.
It's that face that's now a portion of Pioneer Park as artists band together to create a mural of the 26-year-old who was murdered just 3 weeks ago.
You get angry or you get compassionate, and this is our step toward being a more compassionate community, toward healing, toward trying to find a way to make peace with what happened and bring some closure to the family.
Organizer Cooper Hinkle, along with local artists, spent over 6 hours placing solo cups in the pickleball court's fencing, and another 6 painting Miller's portrait with the supplies donated from local businesses. Friend, family member, or just a resident of the town, collaborator Andrew Egan says no one is alone in their grief.
It's nice to show that, you know, we're not alone in hardships. You don't have to be alone in your suffering and your grievance.
Residents can leave messages for Miller and her family next to the mural and hopefully start to heal from the tragedy that shook the city of Rhinelander.
Somebody everywhere saw that face, and when they see it here, they feel a little bit more like that pain belongs here. We're trying to heal it and figure out a way to go forward.
That's Rachel Eiler reporting, and yes, that was Newswatch 12's Cooper Hinkle in the story. He grew up here in Rhinelander, still lives here, knew Hannah. We'll keep you posted on this story as it continues to develop. Outside, Jeff, it was a hot weekend, continuing into the week.
Yeah, look what we did today. High temperatures back in the mid-80s for us, but tomorrow a bit cooler with a couple of thunder showers around through the afternoon as well. Outside right now, though, it's 70-ish across the area in Merrill, also in Wausau, 68 in Rhinelander. We'll have low temperatures tonight down near a muggy 60, 65 or so. So that'd be fun sleeping tonight for sure. All right, here's our problem, though. Lots of clear skies earlier and haze in the atmosphere due to smoke and wildfire from Canada, but there are some clouds out there now. There's a front nearby, and that front could, slim chance, kick up a couple thunder showers tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. About a 30% coverage on those. As you can see, kind of going on here, a little front right through there. The bad news is it's going to hang out across central Wisconsin for several days, giving us a chance for showers, not just tomorrow, but also on Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. Our forecast tonight, though, is hazy skies, a rogue thunder shower with low temperatures down near 60. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Cronin-Winter police have now identified the second person killed in a wrong-way crash on I-39 last week. They say 27-year-old Taylon Walker was heading northbound in the southbound lanes last Monday night when she struck a vehicle driven by 18-year-old Caitlin Thomas. Both women died in that crash. They are the only people in the vehicles. Authorities are still investigating what exactly led to that crash. We now know a Crandon woman has died after an ATV crash in Forest County last week. The Forest County Sheriff's Office says the woman was found the morning of July 11th in the township of Nashville. The woman has now been identified as 55-year-old Karen White Eagle of Crandon. The Forest County Sheriff's Office and Wisconsin DNR are still investigating. For the second time this month, a billionaire is preparing to be launched into the edge of outer space. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and 3 other passengers are scheduled to take off in the Blue Origin rocket ship, which you see here, around 8 Central Time tomorrow morning. The plan is to fly about 62 miles above Earth, spend about 3 minutes in zero gravity, and then plunge back down. Virgin Galactic's Richard Branson did a similar flight on his own rocket earlier this month. Back to school time is now just over 1 month away for many students, and American Academy of Pediatrics officials believe everyone over age 2 should wear masks while in school to start the upcoming academic year. The association says it strongly recommends in-person learning and urges everyone to get the COVID-19 vaccine if they're eligible. However, the AAP says since a significant portion of students are not eligible, really everyone under age 12, universal masking should be in place to reduce transmission of the virus. The AAP also said schools should be preparing to adopt an all-encompassing mental health approach as well. A reminder, that's just a guidance. Some health officials believe a vaccine may be made available to younger kids by early this fall. Right now, the school district of Rhinelander's website, for example, says masks are recommended but not required for students to start the school year. But the site also says they plan to update that policy before school actually starts in August. Well, here in Wisconsin, the percent of COVID-19 tests coming back positive has been rising, as you're seeing, since about the 4th of July. Still well below where it was at almost any other point in the pandemic. The CDC also says most counties have seen no significant change over the last few weeks. The only big concern would be if this current trajectory, this recent uptick, doesn't change or gets worse. The rise in COVID case numbers across the country being blamed for a rough day on Wall Street today. The Dow fell more than 700 points to close just below 34,000. Remember, the index just hit an all-time high as recently as last week. Right now, just over 51% of all people in Wisconsin have now received at least their first shot of COVID-19 vaccine. In Oneida County, just under 20% of 12 to 15-year-olds have gotten at least one shot. That goes up until the oldest demographic listed, where more than 88% of those over age 65 have now received at least one dose. Despite the renewed concerns in some parts of the country, Canada is now preparing to reopen its borders, at least to vaccinated Americans, in just a few weeks. Ashley Burke spoke to folks who've been affected by the border policy there and has more.
After 15 months locked down, Canada is opening its border back up to international travelers, starting with fully vaccinated Americans on August 9th.
This is based on emerging evidence from around the world that vaccination does provide a high degree of protection.
They'll need to show proof that they've received 2 doses of a Health Canada-approved vaccine 14 days before entering the country and have a negative pre-departure test, but no longer face a test upon arrival in Canada unless randomly selected.
We've been anxiously waiting.
For this fully vaccinated couple who live in New York State, it's a relief. They plan to drive across the border on day 1 of reopening to visit Canadian family and friends.
So this is freedom. Freedom.
Starting next month, Canada's also ending its controversial quarantine hotel program and is allowing children under the age of 12 who are unvaccinated to no longer quarantine for 2 weeks.
We ask parents to avoid bringing their children, to not bring their children to areas where there's congregations of people, including schools and playgrounds and daycares.
As far as I'm concerned, those restrictions are a small price to pay to have the opportunity to come home in the midst of all of this.
Andrew Boggs lives in the UK. His 2-year-old son is unvaccinated. He says his son has only met his Canadian grandparents and relatives once because the quarantine rules prevented them from traveling to visit.
A relief. It's been so long, and especially for my little boy, so much of his engagement with his relatives is tactile, is being able to be with them and touch them, and not having that for so long. Sorry.
While Canada is opening up its border to vaccinated travelers around the world by September, the U.S. has not reciprocated with Canada. It's currently dealing with a Delta variant, and the White House says it's still reviewing travel restrictions.
Newswatch 12 viewers called in this week with more thoughts on our COVID-19 coverage and a comment about our weather forecast. Take a listen to tonight's Your 2 Cents.
To listen to your messages, press L.
I wanted to comment on the call earlier this week. COVID-19, guy was complaining that you guys spend too much time every night you're beating a dead horse. Well, you're not beating a dead horse. I feel that, if everybody that complains about it would go out and get vaccinated, the numbers would go down to 0. It would not be a news item anymore.
I was wondering why you have a short weather report at the beginning of the show, and then later a full report, which seems to be a bit of a hurry. If you eliminated the short report in the beginning, you'd have plenty of time for the full report later, and it would be a greater report. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
If you want to make your voice heard on Your 2 Cents, give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. Remember, I respond to some of the calls on Friday on My 2 Cents. Still ahead, we'll show you how local forest officials have been fighting invasive species in the North Woods. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve the town of Hewitt in Marathon County and folks all across the North Woods and north central Wisconsin.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stone shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
You are failing us, Senator Johnson. Protecting our democracy has never been partisan, and yet you refused to investigate the deadly attack on our Capitol. Access to the polls matters to all Americans, and yet you blocked voter protections that have the support of Democrats, Republicans, and independents. You are more committed to the lie,
by and large, it was all peaceful protests,
and rigging the system to retain power than you are to protecting Wisconsinites. The challenges facing our democracy aren't partisan. It's time Senator Johnson puts country over party.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
All right, the next flight is due in at 10:57, about 30 minutes late due to some weather concerns across the country, but we're looking pretty good around here today after high temperatures near 85 in Rhinelander, 81 for Antigo, 81 for Peint as well. A very warm, kind of muggy, hazy day across the area, and we'll do it again tomorrow, but a bit cooler across the area tomorrow. The average high is still 80, the record being 96. The sun set earlier at 8:40. Our days are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Out there right now, though, we're currently still 72 Harper Vita, 70 Manchwish Water, 73 Eau Claire. So yeah, this is not really normal. It's muggy, lots of water content in the air right now, keeping temperatures up this evening. We'll have lows down near 60 or so, and then we're not going to recover as much tomorrow. The high near 77, 76 for Wednesday, Thursday same story, followed by a big boost again back in the low to mid 80s for the weekend. But there is a chance for a couple of showers around and thunder showers tomorrow as well. All right, so the haze you saw earlier is from smoke from wildfires across Canada. Today, that smoke was aloft about 40,000 feet up, made for beautiful sunsets, right? But tomorrow, there's a chance we're going to mix up the air just enough to get this smoke. It's going to be back tomorrow, and it could intensify or get washed down a bit to the surface. That could give you some breathing issues. Right now, air quality is just fine. We'll keep an eye on this tomorrow for you. If you have some asthma conditions, that could be a problem through the afternoon. Looking outside now, though, lots of clear skies earlier gave way to some cloud cover, and there is a pesky little front just to the north of us right now. It's kind of right across Lake Superior, slowly sagging south. It's going to stall across central Wisconsin tomorrow, and that's our problem because with the front being close by, there could be a rogue thunder shower pretty much at any given time tonight and tomorrow and for Wednesday and for Thursday. But for right now, here's that front slowly sagging south, high pressure bumping into high pressure across Indiana. It will make some progress tonight, though. And then these little waves are going to ride along this stall front for a couple days around here, giving us a pretty good chance for some rain showers every couple days. And in between that time, a rogue shower can never be ruled out because the front will be just close enough. So severe weather-wise, not looking for severe weather at all this week, but still a couple heavier downpours are possible, especially late Friday, Wednesday into Thursday morning. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is increasing clouds or mostly cloudy skies out there now. A widely scattered storm can't be ruled out. Non-severe. Look for low temperatures down in the low 60s. For tomorrow, all right, so here we go again. So partly cloudy skies again. A couple of thunderstorms out there. That front, though, will be to our south tomorrow, meaning it'll be a bit cooler with highs back in the mid-70s or so through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows that chance for rain tomorrow. About 30% coverage on that. A rogue shower on Wednesday can't be ruled out. Same story for Thursday, especially Thursday morning. Friday looks dry to me right now before the weekend gets here with temperatures back in the 80s. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. Folks in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest have been combating invasive plants for 25-plus years now. And forest officials say they have been successful thanks in part to new technology and the public's help. The invasive plants, things like spotted knapweed, buckthorn, garlic mustard, can wreak havoc in a forest. No natural predators around here. And it can be easy for them to take over and choke out the native plants, disrupt the ecosystem.
So our strategy is pretty much the same every year. We go to known sites and some of the high priority sites and the high at-risk sites like recreation areas, trailheads, campgrounds, and places like this.
Forest officials say the public has also been a big help by reporting the plants through things like their new Wild Spotter app. Well, in about 24 hours, the Milwaukee Bucks could be NBA World Champions. We'll hear how the team is gearing up for tomorrow night's Game 6 after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
Job Watch is brought to you by Ripco Credit Union.
Here's the thing, when you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars. And we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the North Woods. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help with all of your service needs. Whether you are looking for a new or used vehicle or need to get your current ride back on the road, stop into Big Valley Ford in Ewan, Michigan, and experience the Big Valley difference.
Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin is calling your name. Our growing community is ideal for a getaway or even a new place to live. Adventurous types can find thrilling ways to explore the outdoors, while others soak in the serenity of nature. Families can ride bikes through picturesque trails or check out the quaint library, while golfers hit the green. Take a stroll through our charming downtown and dig into decadent supper club fare. Land O'Lakes has everything you need to LOL. Live out loud, that is.
Wausau Mobility specializes in service for mobility scooters and power wheelchairs.
Fixed my scooter when I had a minor problem with it. He was prompt and worked with me very well, and he's good people to do business with.
And when you walk out the store, he doesn't forget about you.
Wausau Mobility, serving central and northern Wisconsin. Call us for affordable rates for service, pickup, and delivery.
Coming up on your Tuesday, we'll be joined by Nurse Christina Paris for this week's Nursing the North.
And maybe some storm chances in the forecast. Not very strong chances, but we'll see temperatures going up and down as well. More when you tune in on your Tuesday.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroing starts now.
Tomorrow could potentially be a historic day for the city of Milwaukee and the entire state of Wisconsin. Game 6 of the NBA Finals, and the Bucks are one win away from a title. Now, after dropping the first 2 games in the series against the Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee has won 3 straight games and can now see the finish line ahead of them. They need to win 1 more game at home, something they've been pretty good at so far this postseason. They've only lost 1 game at the Pfizer Forum this entire postseason, but they aren't getting ahead of themselves just yet.
Treating it like every regular season game that we've had, every playoff game that we had, taking 1 game at a time, and every game is a must-win. That's it.
And that's the typical sports talk that you would expect from a professional like Middleton, because the Bucks still do have to win the game. But the players know what's at stake, and they can feel how special this title could mean to so many people.
You can feel the excitement in the city, and last time we were in the NBA Finals was 1974. And it's been a while, so I'm happy that, the fans are enjoying it. There's, 20,000 people in the arena, 25,000 people outside the arena. But we got to focus. We got to do our job, and then they can do their job celebrating at the end. But we got to do our job first.
You heard Giannis mention the 25,000 that are outside the Pfizer Forum in the Deer District. But for tomorrow's game, they plan on doubling it. The Bucks have expanded the area by 5 acres, and the team believes that it can now hold 65,000 fans outside the stadium. It is going to be pure madness if the Bucks win. Myself and Nate Myhawk will be only 2 of the 65,000 people in Milwaukee for the game. Make sure to stick with us here at Newswatch 12. The Brewers are off today, but will be back in action tomorrow. They originally scheduled their game against the Royals to start at 7:10, but now with everyone's attention on the Bucks at 8 o'clock, they moved that game to 3 so that the players can potentially watch history be made. A great move there by the Brewers, honestly. But while everyone has focused on the Bucks, the Brewers have been sliding under the radar as one of the best teams in baseball. The Crew are coming off a sweep this weekend against the Cincinnati Reds, which extended their lead in the NL Central by 7 games. And now they're back to their winning ways, and the pitching is a huge reason why.
I mean, this is why I think we're able to kind of put together good streaks, is that it's guys picking each other up. So our starting pitching has been able to really pick us up at times this year.
Their pitching has definitely been a strong point for them this season. I mean, they had 3 starting pitchers in the All-Star game, so obviously dominant. Hopefully, Christian Yelich's home run last night can get things going for him. But a huge reason behind the sweep this past weekend was because of the play from shortstop Willy Adames. He was electric against the Reds, batting .615 with 2 home runs, a double, and 7 ribbies. Adames joined the Brewers back in late May, and all he's done since is rake. He led the Brewers with a .314 batting average, 58 hits, 16 doubles, 27 extra base hits, and 37 RBIs. Justin, Milwaukee got a great player with him, and hopefully he continues to dominate on that field.
That wasn't a super popular trade when it happened either, but he has made the most of it. Thank you, Griffin. You may have seen some unusually fast cars passing through the Northwoods tonight, but they weren't in a race. They were in a scavenger hunt for a cause. We'll explain after the break.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing for 72 months and get $2,000 cash allowance.
Have all the summer projects got you feeling like you are juggling more than you want? Maher Water Corporation can help you take one ball out of the mix. Just like taking a break to watch our athletes compete in Japan, this summer you can take a break and let us treat your water. So while you are rooting on the U.S., enjoy your American-made water. And to all the athletes representing our country, bring home the gold.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
Yeah, it's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You can also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Experience Lee Ayers Jewelers in downtown Stevens Point. Their store was founded on the principles of personal service, quality, and value. Their gallery displays a wide variety of diamond bridal, custom creations, and colored gemstones. They have 3 in-store goldsmiths: Thomas Daling, a nationally recognized jewelry designer; Greg Austin, jewelry designer and goldsmith; and Dan Zier, a master of repair. For all of your jewelry needs, visit Lee Ayers Jewelers in downtown Stevens Point.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck. Participants in an annual charity rally made a stop in Rhinelander today as part of a scavenger hunt. Newswatch 12's Lily Zoller has details.
Trevor Milkins and his wife Anna Lynn were driving just one of the 80 cars through Rhinelander, but that was just one of their stops across several states for the Great Lakes Rally.
It's not a race, it's a scavenger hunt.
Starting in Eau Claire and ending in Holland, Michigan, teams stop at designated checkpoints and take photos of landmarks along the way. After participating in the New England Rally in 2019, the Milkins are excited to visit a new part of the country.
We'll respect the individual towns and what it is. We're not going to go flying through your towns and your cities and stuff like that.
Event organizers select a different charity each year.
It's for a really good cause.
This year, they're driving to benefit Race to Erase MS, a nonprofit research organization for multiple sclerosis. Milken says organizers always choose impactful charities.
They're just really good guys. They find the charities that typically don't have the big name recognition. So that's what, it just means a lot to us to be able to help what little bit we can.
It's 4 days of driving broken up with 21 checkpoints.
This is checkpoint 2. And right now we're looking at hodags. And we're supposed to get several pictures of hodags.
Sharon Wason likes the adventure the scavenger hunt brings. She found the hodag and now she's on the lookout for what's next, which is somewhere on the way to Caspian, Michigan.
Our next checkpoint is this. It's a picture of an animal. It's not a hodag, and we've got to find out what it is and where it is, and we don't have a clue yet.
Wason might not know exactly where she's going right now, but she does know that she's driving for a good cause.
Rally North America. Can't beat them.
Yeah.
Great people.
Got to try it at least once.
For Newswatch 12 in Rhinelander, I'm Lily Zoller.
Dear night owls, when darkness falls, we come to life. Trust us, Toyota sedans.
Lease a stylish new 2021 Camry for just $239 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Start your next update and save with 11% off everything at Menards. DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one that features a washable, scrubbable, and stain-resistant finish. Save 11% on all Dutch Boy paints. Gorilla products provide great results for tapes, glues, and adhesives. With great versatility, there's no job Gorilla can't tackle. Save 11% on all Gorilla glue products, like this black duct tape. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Experience exceptional brilliance and intense colors during the LALI Jewels Trunk Event, presented by Wickersham Jewelry, July 20th in Wausau, July 21st in Marshfield, and July 22nd in Rhinelander. Explore over 1,000 pieces from the collection, all 50% off for one day only. Save an additional 20% by scheduling an appointment. You'll even receive a free gift with purchase. Wickersham's LALI Trunk Event, July 20th through the 22nd. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
This July, the Games return for an Olympics unlike any other.
The Tokyo Olympics, brought to you locally on NBC by Nissan.
You deserve a car that thrills you. A car that puts goosebumps on your goosebumps. This is the new Nissan.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade
with American Marine and Motorsports because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Dear night owls, when darkness falls, we come to life. Trust us, Toyota sedans.
Lease a stylish new 2021 Camry for just $239 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Real estate auction, Paulding, Michigan, July 31st. Beautiful log cabin with 221 acres being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Jeff, we're still in mid to late July, and it feels like it.
Yep, mid-80s today. Yep. Tomorrow a bit cooler, and you'll be traveling tomorrow, Griffin, right down to Milwaukee. Right. It'll be same thing down there, probably mid-80s or so. But we have some rain on the way, too. Let's go to graphics now. Here's the airport, and they just shaved off 20 minutes if you're meeting somebody at the airport for a new flight in from Minneapolis. It'll be here at 10:37 now. The lights are on. But we have smoke in the air as well. So here's the smoke out there right now. The red area is the most intense smoke. Look what happens tomorrow. We get more of that. So the air quality could begin to be a thing tomorrow. Temperatures right now hanging out in this upper 60s to low 70s. But look what happens. A little bit cooler tomorrow, followed by a couple of thunder showers in the area tomorrow as well.
So everybody crammed in like sardines. The air district might be a little bit warm.
65,000.
No rain, I'm fine.
If Milwaukee's winning, they won't mind at all.
Right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.